And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, on the drive. We are outside of Tucumcari, New Mexico, and actually Cuervo, Mexico, we're outside of. Look at how the landscape has changed since I first started this adventure. When I rolled into Chicago, it was rainy and misty and cold and windy. And now look at it. It is 89 degrees right here in New Mexico. And it was 100 degrees yesterday in Texas. Wow. But it felt good. Being from Minnesota and so cold all winter long, I wanted to step outside and experience some heat. Fen Fam! Oh my gosh! It's a blast from the past! Fen Fam, I haven't seen you in forever! So glad to have you come in. Nomadic Hippie! I want to hear it, but I have to go to bed. Oh, Nomadic Hippie came in and said that he has to go to bed. That's okay, Hippie. Hope you have a good sleep. Fen Fam, I'm so glad to see you. I hope everything is going well with you and your family. And we have, and I've been doing great. Just working and doing adventures, usually one a week. And now I'm doing one a day on this trip, and it's been fun. Been doing a lot of exciting, fun things. Got a couple of adventures. I think I've got two adventures out right now. A third one is coming out tonight, and then this will be a fourth one today. Let's see who else is coming in here. Najuma Brown. Hey there. Thank you so much for being here. Glad to have you here in the mix. Char of Heart. Has it been that Pat post? Asked. Char of Heart. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but Christina Edlund. Oh my goodness. Hello there. Christina Edlund, a friend not from YouTube, but from my real life. So good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Wowzers. Angela, thank you so much for being here. I'm on my phone and can't type on my phone. Okay, that's all right. Saying hello to everyone since you can't tag everyone. Lucy MGM, hello there. Good afternoon to you as well. Glad to have you here in the mix. It's tough to kind of drive and read all of these comments. So if I do miss one of your comments, or if I can't really interpret it very well, just because I'm trying not to get in an accident. Oh, you said blast from the past. Has it been really long? Yes, Fen Fam. They used to go to live pretty much every day, and they used to stop in there and say a quick hello to them. And but then the whole kind of Grow channel thing died out, and it's tough to go keep up a going live every day type of a vibe. So they moved on to some other things, didn't post as often, and now here they are. So glad to have you. Fen Fem, where am I off to? I'm doing a Route 66 adventure. That is a road that goes all the way from Chicago to Santa Monica Beach in California. And so this is my fourth day of the adventure. I was stopped in Chicago, was my first place, then St. Louis, and then I was in Oklahoma City. And then last night um, I was in Tucumcari, New Mexico, and now I'm on my way to Holcomb, Arizona. I'm going to be staying in a wigwam. That's a hotel that looks just like a teepee. Yes, Char of Hearts, it's nice to stay connected with people. Fen Fam, yes, we got busy. The YouTube thing just slowed down. Yep, a lot of people did. Lucy, Route 66 is on your bucket list. Yes. There's so many things to do. Gosh. It's been like I drive for a few miles and then it's like, oh my gosh, I have to go see that. Drive for a few more miles. The last 2 nights I haven't gotten to my hotel until 9 o'clock at night. That's rough because then you have to edit a video at that time as well. Angela saying drive safe. Thank you so much. But I'm so happy that I did get a chance to do this. Usually I don't get extended vacations. I get like 3-day or 4-day weekends. And so I can travel a little bit, maybe down to like Kansas City or, maybe Illinois or Kentucky, South Dakota. I can do trips like that usually on my extended weekends. Or if I want to fly, I went to Orlando for a long weekend. That was fun. But I wanted to go on just a long, huge road trip that would take a long, extended time off to be able to do and really see the country. I mean, I'm a travel channel, so, you got to do some traveling. FenFam, editing is a pain in the butt. Normally, editing a road trip must be more stressful. Well, editing is really editing. It's just time consuming, putting it all the things together and adding the stuff that you want to. But you're right. There's people that have it easier on editing stuff where they're not doing as many clips to put together and shooting things out of order and things like that. But it just takes a while. It's not hard. It's just so time consuming to do. Your roads are so straight, I'd fall asleep. Well, fortunately, there's a lot of places to stop. I just saw a sign for some ice cream I could stop in. I was just at an auto museum. With this trip, there's a lot of places on the side of the road. If you're feeling tired at all, you can say, okay, I'm going to stop at a gas station or whatever attraction is at the side of the road. Get out of the car, get some fresh air, get a drink of caffeinated beverage, and then head on down the highway. So it's just been a fun time of seeing all different, from the downtown big cities to the most out of the way side streets and roads. Look at this old RV coming up on our right. That's a classic. Wow. That's what people used to cruise the countryside in. Super Dave, hello there. Thank you so much for coming in. Glad to have you here in the back seat on the road trip for a little bit. Some people requested that I go ahead and do a live while I'm out here on the road. So I thought, what the heck? I've got some time to make up. I'm going to be on here for a little while before there's any stops or anything. So I thought, what the heck? Angela, I've always wanted to. Oh, I got that. Lucy, wow, that was cool. Oh, Angela, want to travel once your kids are grown? Absolutely. You know what? I saw a guy. I was at Cadillac Ranch yesterday. If you don't know what Cadillac Ranch is, it's a row of Cadillacs in the middle of Texas in a field. You walk out into this field, and there's like I don't know how many, 8 to 10 Cadillacs all lined up in a row, but not on the wheels like a normal Cadillac would be. Their front bumper is buried in the ground. So they're sticking up like they're growing in the field. And then the whole point of it is that people will come by with their spray paint cans and spray paint the Cadillacs. And they could put their initials in there, or their names, or pictures, or whatever they want. Take pictures of it, and it's a fun little way to spend a little time. And so I went there, and there was this guy. Now it's quite a walk out into that field. It's not a terribly long walk, but it's a little ways out there that you have to go. And I saw this guy that probably 80, upper 70s to 80, maybe a little even older than that. He's in good shape and everything, but I think he was having hip or leg problems or something like that. He had a cane, and when I got out of the car and started walking over to the cars, I heard him tell somebody he's scratching something off of his bucket list that he wants to do. And so I didn't pay much attention to it. I went out and did my adventure and everything, and I got back to the car, and then I saw him coming back to the car, and he had to take little walking breaks, as he's coming back, and had somebody with him too that was kind of helping him along. And I was like, you know what, that is so cool that guy got to, get an adventure like that done off of his bucket list. No matter how old you are or where you are in life, if you have a chance to go do something, it was just so moving and motivating to see that guy go out there and do that. So that's my little inspirational story of the day. Super Dave just went to Miami and had a blast. I can't imagine not having a blast in Miami. I haven't been to Miami. I've only been to Orlando, but Miami would be awesome to spend some time there. There's definitely plenty of things to do, that's for sure. Boy, I'm not used to seeing this desert like this. You don't see much like this in Minnesota. In fact, just a few weeks ago, it was snowing outside in Minnesota. And here it's 86 degrees, it's sunny and beautiful. I know I'm missing some comments here telling this story. Travis, 1994. Have you seen any UFOs? So far, I have not. Although I can't really say I've been looking for them either. I haven't been out at night much. I've been traveling all during the day, like I am now, stopping at different museums and restaurants and gas stations, and then get into my hotel at night, and then I'm stuck there editing for the next couple hours. And then I go to bed because I'm pretty tired. Chimney Dale, thank you so much for coming in. Glad to have you here. And we got the NDT show. Hello there. Tommy Travels and all. Thank you guys for coming in. Spending a little time in the back seat here. I'm just having more of a relaxing day today. The last few days have really been pushing it with drive 20 miles, stop and do an adventure, stop and do an adventure, stop and do an adventure. And it's been just really fast-paced. Today I just want to take it easy and relax a little bit, have a nice little day. So when I get to my hotel, I'm not like, oh, gotta do this, gotta do that. I can't take a moment to rest. So, but this has been a really fun trip. Other than the very first day, I've been lucky with the weather. Not much rain or. Yesterday, though, the winds were about 45 miles an hour the entire day. Yes, Fam, just a chill day. That's what I'm looking for. Just a nice, relaxing drive. Say hi to some friends on YouTube. Do I like the desert? Yeah, I do. It's better than the snowy, frozen tundra. I've always said that I'd always rather have the heat than the snow and cold and wind and rain and ugh. I'd just rather have it be sunny and warm all year. Even when it's 100 degrees. Yesterday was 100, and I was much better with that than I am with. If you've never experienced 30 below zero Fahrenheit or 40 below zero Fahrenheit, you, it's something. It really takes your breath away. And so, first time I felt that, I was like, I am living in the wrong state. Ben Pam, lovely blue sky. Yes, it's an awesome day out today. The other kind of cool thing was the last few nights I've been staying at pretty nice hotels. Like Hyatt Hotels was the first couple nights, and then the one that I stayed at in Oklahoma City was a hotel museum, and that was a really nice hotel. But last night I said, you know what? I need to stay at an actual Route 66 hotel, like a real, 60s style motel, not a hotel, a motel. And I said, if you're going to do a Route 66, you have to stay in something like that. And so I stayed at the Roadrunner Inn. It's a little 2-story motel room, and had to lug my suitcase up onto the second floor. But it's a famous, a famous motel on the Route 66 in Tucumcari, Arizona. Lucy MGM, I've never seen the desert. Certainly different landscapes than they have in Jersey. I'll bet. Wow, yeah. There's no skyscrapers around here. That's for sure. Yes, a motel, like the movies, Fen Pam. Mm-hmm. Do you guys not have motels out there? Yeah, it's just a little 2-story joint. But the actual hotel room was pretty nice. They had what I needed to be able to do what I needed to do. So as far as plugins and editing and Wi-Fi, nice king size bed. So it was clean and comfortable and everything. But the outside of the hotel or the motel is not been updated since the 60s. So it looks like you're walking in back in time when you go to this place. Hang on. Gotta concentrate for a second. All these changes in elevations with some of these hills, it's got my ears popping. When I went up into the Willis Tower in Chicago, used to be called the Sears Tower. It's 103 floors up. And the elevator goes up super fast. It takes only a minute to go up to the 103rd floor. And so you're going super fast, and your ears pop on the way up, and then they pop on the way down, too. One of the cool things about doing this trip, too, is I know, well, I don't know personally, but I follow some daily YouTubers, people that will do daily videos of different adventures from places around the country. And that's all they do, is what I'm doing. Traveling around to different parts of the country, doing adventures at different little museums and roadside attractions, festivals, fairs, whatever. And they just keep going from town to town like that all throughout the country. And so I thought, if I can take 2 weeks and do something like that myself, then that will give me an idea as if I could do this full time, would it be something I would enjoy? But so far I have to say, yes, indeed, very much enjoying it. I would love to be able to do this for a living. Such a beautiful country we have here. And it's so fun to be able to get to see and meet all the fun people. I just met this awesome lady at the car museum that I was just at. She was like the owner, the manager, the janitor, the waitress. She's everything there. And she was such a nice lady. We talked for a little bit, and it's like, this is the kind of stuff that makes it all worthwhile. I don't know if anybody else is commenting. The last comment that I can see on the StreamYard side says, is from FenFan that says, like the movies. And so if there's any other comments coming in besides that, I'm not seeing them for some reason. So I apologize for that. I only have my phone here, so I cannot see the YouTube side because I can't have multiple tabs open at the same time and all of that. So if I'm missing comments, I'm sorry about that. But nevertheless, I'm going to keep the stream going just for anybody that wants to stick around and see a little bit of a country drive here. There we go, Travis, 1984. Have you ever been to Virginia? I have not, but I would like to go there, yes. There's some places in Virginia I would love to go see. In fact, I have a cousin that lived in Virginia Beach, Virginia, for years. I never got out there to go see her. She doesn't live there anymore, but it's a beautiful area out there. So, yes, I'd love to go to Virginia someday. I'd like to do a whole East Coast trek, like from New York down through all of those states, Maine, Delaware, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, that whole area. If I can, that would be a cool thing, because I've been through most of the Midwest, and this trip is going to get me through most of the West Coast, and then and South. And so I'm really interested in doing an East Coast trek someday. But renting cars are so expensive. I don't think I would drive out to the East Coast to do an adventure down the East Coast. I think I'd want to fly somewhere to Boston or something like that, and then start a trip and go from there all the way down to Key West, Florida. I think that would be a fun time. But I'd have to rent a car for all of that time. And renting cars is expensive these days. Expensive. So I don't know about if I would do that. I don't know when I'll do it. But yes, I'd love to do it. Marco263, hello there. Thank you so much for coming in. We're just driving in New Mexico right now. You can see all the billboards on the right. They're kind of dilapidated. They don't really have much advertising on them anymore. So they're hard to read. But this was a piece of Americana at one time, having billboards every couple hundred yards. Oh, let's see here. You would love Boston. I would love Boston. There's a lot of things to do there too. Everywhere, there's a lot of things to do. But Boston is so historic. When you go to the East Coast, there's so much history out there. I'd like to go to the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. as well. Um, there's so many things I want to do. But the big thing that I had on my list is this, Route 66. Because this is a major, major, major thing. The other place that I want to go to is Pigeon Forge area. I don't know. Yeah, Boston, you could spend a long time out there. That's the same thing with Chicago, too. Oh my gosh. I've been there twice this year, and I've packed in stuff the whole time that I was there on 2 trips. And still, there's a lot more that I haven't been able to see yet of Chicago. But Chicago is, whew, it gets spendy between the hotel. Well, the hotel is okay, but parking is just crazy. When I went to the Sears Tower, it was just terrible. I was there for a couple hours, went to get my ticket, what was it? Like $44 for parking for a couple hours. It was just, come on now, you guys. That's ridiculous. But that's okay. It's worth it for the experience of being able to do the things out there and see the stuff, because it is pretty amazing things they have to do out there. But they really get you with the parking spot rental for a couple hours. Okay, Lucy MGM, thank you for stopping in. Glad to have you on this little section of the road trip here. And you have yourself a wonderful day. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep the live going. I've been going for about a half an hour here. I just wanted to fire it up a little bit, keep my mind active, and give people a little something to see as well if they want to see a cool part of the countryside today. My gosh. I appreciate everybody stopping in here today. If you haven't seen my previous Route 66 adventures, please take a moment and go watch them. I cover a lot of ground in those things, and I had a lot of fun and ran into some cool things to see. That's for sure. Oh, look at this. We're going to have a classic red truck on my right-hand side here. Look at this right lane, this truck that I'm Be right there. Look at that. It's called Big Sweetie. It's named. I love that. Big Sweetie. It's the little joys during road trips like that that make you smile. Makes it all worth it. With all these hills, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. Bye, Angela. Thanks for stopping in. And yes, I will be safe on my travels. Thank you for coming in here today. Supportive Gal. Hello there. Thank you so much for stopping in. Got some people leaving and some people coming in. I am in New Mexico right now, headed to Holcomb, Arizona. And I've got some miles to cover without any major stops so far along the way during this part of the trip. So I thought I would fire up a live stream and let some people see what the countryside is like in my neck of the woods here today. So it's not drawing in a ton of people or anything, but that's okay. Happy to say hi to whoever does make it in here and everything. And what's really cool is the speed limit in this area is 75 miles an hour, which makes it nice because you can really cover some ground at 75 miles an hour. We have 70 as the max speed limit in Minnesota, where I'm at. Oh, we got Chimney Dale still here. Thanks so much, giving some virtual hugs to people. Positive vibes. Hope all is well with you, Tommy. Thank you so much. I hope all is well with you too. Marco, thank you so much for sticking around. I had to sneeze there. Oh, we're getting into some legit mountains there in the horizon. Not too many mountains where I live either. So one of the coolest things that I did get to do on my adventures so far is when I made it to St. Louis, I got to meet up with Beyond Beauty 3 and Bulldog. We went to the old spaghetti factory down there in St. Louis, downtown St. Louis, and my gosh, I love that spaghetti. That was so good. My parents used to take us there when we were kids for our birthday, and brought back a lot of memories. Had some Spumoni ice cream. It was really, really a nice time meeting BB3. Maria's Fun Times. Hello there. Shared us out. Thank you so much. It's always nice to have a share. Sharing is caring, as they say. I just thought I'd fire up a live since I'm on a road trip here. Sometimes people like following along on the drive just to see what kind of things pop by on the countryside. So I've been going for about 35 minutes now. I'm going to go for a little bit longer, see if anybody, just to give other people a chance to stop in, if they would like to do so. It's kind of funny because it does kind of seem like I'm the Uber driver, and you guys are in the back seat, my passengers. And I'm one of those Uber drivers that has to try to make good conversation all the time. Hey there, so what are you doing today? Maria's Fun Times. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm having a really fun trip, seeing a lot of cool things. My hotel in St. Louis, I had a view where from my desk where I did my editing from. They have a little chair and desk so you can do stuff on your computer if you want. Um, I had an awesome view of right up the Gateway Arch, right from where my hotel room was, from where I was editing. That was really neat. Looks like things are starting to flatten out a little bit. We were on a roller coaster of hills there for a while. Today I was already in like a small little abandoned town called Cuervo, New Mexico. It hit its peak in the 1960s and then died out after Route 66 got bypassed. And then I went to an auto museum, saw some real cool classic cars. And now I've got quite a bit of highway to drive down to get to my hotel for the night. All right, well, it looks like we don't have much of an audience here today. I want to thank everybody who did come in. Maria's Fun Times, thanks for the shout out. Chimney Dale, thank you so much for coming in. Fen Fam, it was great to see you. Positive Vibes, it was great to have you here in the mix today, coming along for the ride for a bit. And I just wanted to give people a chance to see what the scenery and everything was like and all of that. And glad I got to say hi to some people. Nomadic Hippie, thanks for stopping in and being the very first person in the mix to say hello. I appreciate that. And I hope you're having a good nap there. You had to get to bed. So that's awesome. And so I'll just leave with a minute of kind of silence here and a view of just the drive here from Route 66. And we're going to go ahead and end the stream. Unless for some reason things blow up between now and the minute. Sometimes that happens when I'm like, okay, well, it's gotten down to pretty much no one left here in the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. And then all of a sudden it's like it blows up. Everyone starts popping in, hey there, hey there, hey there, what's going on? If something like that happens, then I might extend it a little bit. But if not, that's okay too. And so here you go. See a little moment of zen. I'll shut up for a minute. You can look at a little scenery, and then we're going to go ahead and end the stream. All right, everyone, have a great day. Thanks for stopping in.